Now, if you're like me, you absolutely love Apple demo units. They have awesome screensavers, they have awesome apps pre-installed on them, and they are overall really cool to display and extremely hard to get. Now, unfortunately, you cannot put the demo software onto a retail Apple device unless you work at Apple, which is not something everybody can do. However, back before the Apple Store existed, and when Apple only sold computers, they actually made demo software for them so you could display them in a store with the demo running so people could actually, test the damn computer out. Now, the only way Apple could distribute these back then was through a CD. And these CDs still exist. They are extremely hard to find though, but you can still get your hands on them. They are very expensive if you can find them on eBay. However, many people online have actually archived them and put them into archive.org. So you can download the CD or you can download the image and burn it to a disk. So today I am on a PowerBook G4 because I already have this on my iBook G3. We are going to be installing I apologize for the dumbass car alarm outside. We are going to be installing the Apple Holiday of 1999 iBook G3 demo. Now, there are a few things you need to know before you do this. You need an Apple device running, specifically a Mac, running macOS 9 or a macOS version that supports the classic environment with the macOS 9 system folder already installed. With the PowerBook G4, especially the newer ones, you cannot get OS 9 onto this device. However, there is a project called macOS 9 Lives, and you can use this to get a macOS 9 system folder onto macOS 10. So, once you're done burning the disk and getting Classic set up, you can stick it into your computer. But that's still at load. Now, this is going to take a few seconds to load, and I don't think I ever showed this on my channel. This is my 17-inch PowerBook G4. I bought this for $150. I believe that's around market value. And this one has macOS 10.3 Panther on it, as that is, I believe, the last macOS version that supports Classic. Let's open the CD, and there we go. iBook install 991124A, and then there's Quit Launcher. Not sure what the desktop folder is for, because there's nothing inside of it. Let's open up iBook install, and this will open up a Classic window. And you can see this is the startup screen for the macOS 9 Lives version of macOS 9, which is different. The macOS, it's got the Rainbow Apple logo, and I believe it says macOS 9 Lives on it. Not exactly sure what's going on. We may not be able to install this today. I had the Stop Classic. Stop Classic. What the fuck? Drive setup 1.9.2. This may have something to do with the fact that I'm using the macOS 9 Lives stuff. We're going to try this one more time. I have no clue what's going on. This worked perfect on the with the iMac one, which requires macOS 9 as well. Let me see. Yeah, I have absolutely no idea. I know it's trying to start. Oh, maybe it's because I have iMac demo startup. I have to quit this. I'm gonna click continue. Let me see here. I have no clue. I'm gonna go to force quit. And it's not letting me. There we go. Force quit. Let's close out of force quit. I'm gonna click continue. It just doesn't. Oh, yeah, Classic is now started. And now let's try to do the iBook install. There we go. Oh. It immediately quit Classic, which I don't get. And it is now attempting to start up the iMac demo startup. I may have to delete this. Okay, let's stop Classic. And I'm just gonna go ahead and throw this in the garbage real quick. I have all of this on a disk, it's all archived, so. Just because I believe that's what's going on. How do I empty the trash? Finder. I'm gonna cut all this out real quick. Let's try this again after I've deleted the iMac stuff. I'm hoping it works this time. I may just have to go, and I think my USB has, and the bullshit iMac startup is trying to start again. Can we please quit this? Why the fuck is it? I know the second I click. Oh. Yeah, because I fucking deleted it. Let's click continue. Fingers crossed it works this time. It does? Alright. And you can see this in-store demo should not be installed on an iBook. That is a previous version of the in-store demo. And then it just explains some stuff on how to do it. This does work on macOS 8.6, but the iBook G3 never came with 8.6. I know that it works with 8.6, but it never came with 8.6. And then it just tells you how to open and install everything. Let's click continue. We're going to install this to Macintosh HD. And it's going to take a few minutes to install, and then I think it's going to require Classic to restart. And then we can look at the demo. Now, this is something we want the volume up for because it does have music in it. And then we'll explore the demo. You can see it's actually doing the attract loop, which is the screen saver. That's what Apple calls it, the attract loop. And the one for the iMac is really cool, but I'm going to have to show that on the iMac G3 itself and not my PowerBook here, which is, I guess, somewhat unfortunate. Let's restart. And it should just relaunch Classic. And now it is trying to launch the iMac startup at the same time as the iBook startup. Let's click OK there. And let's open up the iBook demo. Now, it should start the actual loop in a sec. Now, there we go. Not sure if this music is copyrighted, but expect the text to be... Oh. I mean, it's a little bit glitchy because it's not meant to run on OS X. But, yeah, very nice. I do love how this looks. And trust me, this really elevates the display of your computer, other than it maybe being completely turned off or on a blank desktop. This, and you can mute it, by the way. There's a volume option down here, and you can also just go and mute the computer sound. But this really does kind of show off the iBook much better than maybe just leaving it on a desktop. I prefer this to leaving it just on maybe the desktop, but there is more than just this little attract loop. So if we click, I am going to turn the volume back on, but look, you've got style. And it shows off how the iBook looks, just shows off the case design and the colors and the handle and all that. The animations are really cool too, and then mobility shows off how the iBook is portable. Shows how you can get it connected to the internet. And then here's the internet. This is a pretty cool one. this is something you could actually scan and print out as a poster, which would look pretty cool. You would have to edit some stuff, but look, I can actually click here. Oh, that's awesome. I did not know that you could do this on here. But that's nice. I might check back on style and see if it... Yeah, unfortunately here it doesn't let you choose an iBook model, I guess because there was kind of only one iBook G3 at the time. Performance. Another really cool one. Zesty. Oh, and it crushes the Pentium. Probably melts it too, because I've heard PowerPC processors run extremely hot. And I'm going to mute this. But it does, you know, it shows you the features of the iBook. It's very, very cool. This one is for Mac OS 9. And it does get a bit glitchy. So the cool thing here, I'm going to turn it back up, because if it's orange, that means that you can click on it and it will show you a demo.
It's the most powerful and fun way to find any information on the internet.
Which is cool. And then voice print password.
To create a voice print, record your passphrase 4 times. My voice is my password. Try it out. My voice is my password. I've been recognized. I'm on my desktop just as easily as that.
Now, I will say that system seems very flawed. I think if anybody walked up to your computer and yelled, "My voice is my password," it would work. Maybe they had some sort of voice recognition, like it could tell between your voices. Here you go, auto-updating.
Use the software update feature located in the control panels to get the latest software enhancements from Apple easily over the internet. You can choose to update now, or you might want to update your software automatically over the internet by setting a schedule, let's say 12 a.m. every Thursday. Select it, and you will get the latest software from Apple.
And then, encryption.
Select the file you wish to keep private, and when you choose the encrypt command from the file menu, you will be prompted to provide a passphrase. Pick one that you will remember and select encrypt. Notice the key? Now you can send this file over the internet securely.
Alright, and that is it for stuff that we can click on for Mac OS 9. But yeah, the animations are really cool. I'm sure you saw in those videos. They are a bit glitchy, and there are some graphical issues when you're not running it on the machine it's supposed to be run on, but I can promise you I have it on the iBook. I've tested it on the iBook. It does run perfectly on the computer. And you see Mac Advantage, so the Macintosh Advantage. This has some audio from like Phil Schiller and stuff and other people that work at Apple. There you go.
It's just the beginning, because for the rest of your Macintosh experience, it's going to be...
I'm not going to bother recording all of these, but it does, you know, work. Everything works perfectly, and it's a very, very cool experience. This just shows off the Apple Care protection plan. It actually might not even be a protection plan. I think it was just a CD back then, and you could put it in your computer and test it. Anyway, now I'm going to go to an actual iBook G3 machine to show off the rest of this and how to close out of the application if you need to. And now, if I unmute this real quick, we're over on the iBook G3, and you can see everything works fine. But what if you don't want this up? What if you actually want to use your computer for a bit? Well, it is super easy to close out of this application. Just do Command Q, and that quits the application out, and you'll see down here this little demo icon. And sorry, my trackpad on this iBook is a little bit funky. I'm not exactly sure why. Other than that, it is a great condition iBook, and it will 100% be in my computer collection video when I want to, or when I make it. And just clicking on this demo button brings the demo back up. Does take a second for it to load, but there you go. Now, This is, again, a super cool way to display your devices, especially these old, like, colored computers. Apple did a really good job with these demo videos. But now I'm going to go ahead and show off the iMac demo video, but we're going to do that, and we're going to show it off on an actual iMac real quick. Now we're on the iMac G3, and I apologize for the weird flickering on the CRT. That is just a result of the refresh rate not being matched to my camera. Now, this does have audio. Oh, I just realized this, the actual volume on the computer is muted. Give me a second. We're just gonna unmute that real quick. There we go. You can hear the music. This was the song used in all of the iMac G3 commercials. Personally, having two different songs playing in my room 24/7 is kind of annoying and gets on my nerves, but you can see this does have a cool demo. Again, these lines and shit on the screen are a result of the poor refresh rate. Now, this one's really cool, because if you want to have a setup with pricing, so you know, it demos the sound. And these speakers are blown, so if they start making noises, don't worry about it. Now, this is the regular iMac, the cheapest one. But you can scan this on an iPhone, print it out on a small piece of paper, and then you have the little info cards that I assume they would have had something very similar to this at the, at an authorized retailer. These are generally the same. Now what I just showed you is the same for every single iMac, the music, all that. But, you know, see, same show, same all that. Except this does have a few extra things, like the Make Movies, which loads an iMovie demo.
And I've got some clips stored in iMovie.
Pretty cool.
But I've got a few extra clips on my camcorder right here, which I'm going to turn.
And then the iMac DVSE, which is the one I have here, the special edition. And if anyone's asking, or is going to ask, if they saw my video from back in 2021 of the iMac G3 that I got from the recycling center, this is the iMac G3 I got from the recycling center. It is the same one. But yeah, you can see it does the same stuff. Same demos. Again, cool little spec sheet here. And then internet. I do actually really like the lime color here. Shows you how to... Oh, there's the internet setup assistant, and you can hear the speakers going crazy. And I'm sorry that this is an 18-minute video just about vintage Mac demos. And I can play the announcement for Airport, I assume? Oh no, it's just the ad for Airport, okay. Oh, I think there was an announcement thing for Airport, because I didn't click on these. No, there isn't, but it shows you how to set up Airport. And then Mac Advantage, same thing on the iBook G3. The Macintosh Advantage. There's the setup wizard. Oh my god, wait, look at the speaker. You see that?
Getting up and running in just minutes. The Mac OS.
Ignore the fire extinguisher that's over there. But yeah, that is the iMac G3 demo. And what I will do real quick is let it play in full for you with the rest of everything in the background completely quiet. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you did make it this far, please like, comment, and subscribe if the comments are still on. And I will see you guys later. Hopefully with less videos that aren't this long and drawn out. But yeah. If you enjoyed videos on like vintage Mac computers, definitely subscribe, because I'm really trying to get my hands on more vintage Macs, and I really want to do a computer collection, but I don't know how many vintage Macs I'm going to get in the next few, months, because the flea market's about to open back up. It opens in April. The guy that I always get my vintage Macs from is going to be there, and I'd like to, make a computer collection. I'm gonna end up making a video the collection video, and literally days later, I'm gonna get a bunch of new shit, and there's no point in making a second collection video a month later. But yeah, thank you guys for watching again. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.